See, okay, I things, uh, thinks everything's okay. Right, so sorry for the lateness. Sorry for being late. Well, actually, I'm not sorry because it's thundering pretty hard, still thundering pretty hard around here. Yeah, it's basically that what's basically going on is that there's a big thunderstorm in my area, so I kind of had to delay things while the worst of it was happening. It's still thundering, but I think the worst of it is past. Anyway, so back to Super Mariomon. I remember we were. That's right, we were right outside Ashley's Manor. She knows that I took a week off from this to play more Metal Gear Solid. Took you long enough. Come on. It seems you forgot to cap jump. Red, could you keep an eye on Mario? Of course, Miss Ashley. Okay, well, guess I must explore. Let me check my. So I have. Yeah, let me check to see which ones I have, and I'm going to turn down the sound just a little bit. So this is hardcore lurking off to kill maybe the final boss of Clair Obscure that I definitely don't think is the final boss. Well, thank you for watching. Good luck with that final boss, which is almost certainly not the final boss. Okay, so I have Dry Bones. I have Blue Yoshi. I have Cataquack. Lily Piranha. Foo. And Bullet Bill. Oh yeah, I activated content creator mode, so yeah, I activated content creator mode so that this basically I can level up my captures a bit quicker. Price Tiger X resubscribed for 57 months. Welcome in, and thank you for the resub. Oh, oh, that's one of the ghost mice from Luigi's Mansion. Well, I'm gonna guess that's ghost type, so yeah. Welcome in. So this stream's starting a little late just because there's a bad thunderstorm in my area. I think the worst of it has passed by me, but the thunder is telling me otherwise. But hopefully the stream will be fine. I know, you know what? I'll keep using Dry Bones. Okay, this one's likely a ghost too. No. Okay, let me try. Oh, that's right. Normal attacks don't work on ghost types. I guess I'll keep doing aerial ace. Okay, there. So yeah, I'm on my way to the third gym, which is Wario's gym in this game. And then basically what I have to do is I have to go to 3 characters from the WarioWare series and get like keys from them that I can use to unlock Wario's house. Hmm. Well, they've got to be Ghost as well. So I think Dry Bones is safe. Dry Bones is dark and ground type. So yeah, Dry Bones is dark and ground type. So as long as no one uses a like fighting or flying move, or I think a bug type move as well. Oh, there's also water, and I believe ice. But yeah, basically, if as long as no one uses a move that's super effective against dark or ground type, Dry Bones won't take any damage. But if someone does have one of those moves, well, he's only got 1 hit point. Okay, let me try. I'll just keep using Aerial Ace. It's been pretty effective. That's been really effective so far. So. No, you know what? No, we'll keep. I'll just keep in Dry Bones. He's doing great so far. Does she have 5 boos? I think she might. Yeah, I think she might have 5 boos. I'm gonna run out of aerial aces. If she does it, yeah, I'm gonna run out of aerial aces. Okay. Yeah, this is the 4th boo. Okay. They like 1-hit kills them, so. Well, at least now we have the answer to the age-old question, which would win between a Dry Bones and a Boo? Brash Carey says Boo 5? Hey, Brash Carey, welcome in. And, you know, that would make a... That sounds like the name of a great Halloween-themed boy band. Okay, is that... Yeah, okay. I think I need to... There. there's captures down here. Oh, I can find booze. Well, let me go and capture one. I did that. Dang it, didn't work. That's really nice that there's really nice that you can just that this ROM hack is set up to where if you just press the R button, it'll just immediately send out a cap to try and capture them. You don't even have to go sort through your menu. Hooray, I have a boo now. A long-tongued spirit. It inhabits long-abandoned homes and corner stores. It vanishes when looked at. Seeing one is considered something to brag about. Brash Carey says, this is very abusing. There. Good one. Hey, Lusume, welcome in. Okay, yeah, I guess I just won't have Boo. I'm definitely gonna have to fight them. Let me check my captures again. So, yeah, they've only got 10 hits left for Aerial Ace, and that's kind of their best attack. Yoshi has Gust and Air Cutter. They have Double Kick. They have Razor Leaf, Bite, and Poison Fang. Icy Wind and Disarming Voice and Confusion are pretty good. Let's see, Bullet Punch, Bulldoze, and also Aerial Ace. You know, I'll keep using Dry Bones. I'll just keep using Dry Bones. That... Oh. Now it's got Dry Bones as weaknesses. Oh, dang it. Okay, so it's not effective against... It's not affected by a Wonder Guard either. Well, in that case... Let me bring in Yoshi. I kind of thought that Dupligos... Yeah, he did look like Dupless from A Thousand Year Door. Lusuma says, how does evolution work in this ROM? Basically similar to Pokemon, just Oh. Okay, well in that case, let me bring in Cataquack. They have a fighting type move, so that should be effective. Yeah, it's... I mean, it works almost the exact same as Pokemon. The main difference here is that this game actually tells you ahead of time how all your captures will evolve. So, like, there's in this game's version of the Pokédex, called the Tattle Dex, under each little captures entry, will have what it needs to do, what you need to do in order to raise it to its next evolutionary state. And it doesn't tell you what the evolutionary state will be. It just tells you, like, do you need to raise it to, like, level 31? Do you need to give it a specific item? Stuff like that. Yeah, let me go ahead and give him... Let me get rid of Tackle. Okay. Oh, I guess that was their only capture. Oh dang. Oh, it's the ghost mouse. You know what? I'll try to capture this one as well. Yeah, it's the almost the exact it's basically the exact same rules as Pokemon battles. It's just they're all and you even have like you even have the same moves, the same types, and the same abilities as in base Pokemon. It's just that all the actual Pokemon and all the characters have been replaced with Mario characters. Ah, damn. I guess I only have plumber caps. Dang it. Oh yeah, I've only got like 11 plumber caps left. Okay. There we go. So yeah, I'm currently making my way towards the third gym, which is Wario's gym. Yeah, the third gym is Wario's gym, and in order to get there, like in order to access it, what you have to do is you have to go around town and find 3 characters from the WarioWare games, and basically get keys from them. The Simba says, "Gonna switch over to here." It's a bit weird with no one in the chat or YouTube. That's fine. Thank you for at least visiting the YouTube. The wandering spirit of a mouse. Its physical form is weak and can be dispersed effortlessly. It inhabits old hallways and rooms in spooky mansions. There are some really deep cuts with all these with the different Mario enemies they included in this. Oh, hello. Mario, you got here quickly. No matter. In order to proceed, you'll have to face a lot of challenges. Are you prepared? Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I think I'm ready. Yeah, perfect. Follow the movements of this. Wait, wait. What are you? You're not a toad. Oh, right. Follow the movements of this toad. Correct. Oh well, you won't get the next one so easily. Follow the movement of this toad. Okay, so just keep following it. Yeah, keep following its movements. I think it's still the right one. Yeah, it's the right one every time. All right, make sure you pay attention to what you're about to see. See, there was about 8 Shy Guys there. Okay, that's two Shy Guys, and then 3, 4, 5, 6 of those other guys. Yeah, 6 of the Sniffets. Dang it. Okay, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the Sniffets? Oh, there was just like one. Hmm. Okay, there's like one Shy Guy, and then like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 Sniffets. Oh boy, what now? That's it! For the ultimate test! Where's Luigi? What? Ow! I gotta tell Miss Ashley about this right away. She's gonna be so upset. Did I win? Yep, he's not there anymore, so I think I win. Anything in here? Nope. Just a box. Here, let me go ahead and save. So, if you weren't here for the previous stream of this, which was like 2 weeks ago, this is a ROM hack of Pokemon Emerald called Super Mariomon, and it's basically it's basically Pokemon, but I mean it plays exactly like Pokemon. It's just it has an original story, and all the characters are replaced with Mario characters. Mr. Ashley, Mario made it. Huh? Huh? Oh, of course he did. I know how this goes, but are you sure you want to fight? I can give you the passcode and we can move on. Well, want to fight? Well, chat, do you want me to fight Ashley? I'll leave it up to y'all. Hmm. Okay, I think the thunder has quieted down though, so I think I'm in the clear. Triceratops says sure. Alright then. Yeah, it looks like I'm not hearing any thunder anymore, so it looks like I'm in the clear. Ah, Balloon Boo. Lusuma says, sorry, I got distracted. What? No. I'm sorry, Lusuma, you were too late. Your time has passed. Or, excuse me, not your time. The time has passed. Guess I'll use Aerial Aid. Oh, okay. Well, goodbye. I'm gonna hope that's a fight. Yep, okay, good. That's a fighting type. Thank goodness. Hmm. Uh oh. Oh no. Well, that's Tribone's defeated. I'll try Blue Yoshi again. Air Cutter? Oh. Dang it. Air Cutter again? Hooray! So she's still got that Balloon Boo. I guess yeah, I'll go ahead and switch to. Let me switch to Fu. They have Ice type attacks. Although they're also a Psychic type. So, oh wait, they're Psychic or Fairy type. I hope this works. Okay. I can't come up. Oh, dang it. Well. Nah, this ain't good. Florence, Floatstone, Rosebean, Ultra Shroom. Oh, I should have gotten more mushrooms. Dang, yeah, I didn't get enough healing items. Oh, not as effective as I thought it'd be. I think I angered the sky because I'm hearing the thunder again. Oh yeah, just to let y'all know, there's actually going to be a bonus stream tomorrow. I'll finally get to do another one of the streams from D&D Delights. This time it's going to be the Treasure Chest one-shot. So, that's gonna be the stream where I play show off a bunch of show off and talk about a bunch of like really lesser known, but at least to me still really interesting like video games either heavily influenced by or inspired by Dungeons and Dragons, or just are Dungeons and Dragons games that I think more people should know exist, because there are a lot of D&D games. I found enough games to where I found enough games to where I had to force myself to cut down my final list down to like between 10 and 12. Like I had to force myself to cut down my list down to less than 20 games. You know, I will set well, there's nothing more effective against a ghost than a bullet. Except for when the ghost makes the bullet sleep. As we all know, bullets have a lot of sleeping issues. Hmm. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow. The treasure chest one shot. Uh oh. And then on Saturday will be the finale. I'm gonna guess it'll be the finale of Metal Gear Solid 2, because it's gonna be a full Saturday stream, or it's gonna be one of the longer streams. And I think I was getting pretty close to that game by the end of last Saturday's stream. Hmm. Oh wait, did she say Mad Piano? Oh, that's funny. That's a that's a fun reference for a character in this. I'm guessing yeah, it's likely a ghost type. Oh, thank goodness it did a lot more damage than I was expecting. I don't think she's happy about that. The third word is win. Now get out of here. Okay, now let me rush over to not a Pokemon Center, a legally distinct a creature center. Yes, let me rush over to a creature center. That way I can heal up everyone. Oh, dang it. Just check. Oh, there is one more thing to mention about D&D Delights, because I've mentioned that I've been trying to find like a substitute for Brawl Oblivion, because I've started that boycott against Microsoft games, which I'm already turning out to be a good idea, considering that Microsoft announced that they're raising their prices for their games and consoles to where now Xbox games are going to cost. I'm guessing it's just going to be first party games, but yeah, apparently first party Xbox games are now going to cost $80. Jeez. And the Xbox One, I think the price for the Xbox One is now going to be $599. For for comparison, the Switch 2, which is just about to come out, well, its original price was $450. Let me check to see if. Yeah, it's still, even after the tariffs, even after Nintendo decided to change prices because of the tariffs, um, yeah, the Switch 2 is still gonna be $450. So, geez, so basically, for what Microsoft is proposing there is that you could get an Xbox One, which out of the three major consoles has probably the least number of exclusives, of like first party exclusives. and everything that's on an Xbox One, you're if you have a Windows PC, you're guaranteed to get that already. So you can now get an Xbox, well, not an Xbox One, sorry, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S or Xbox Series S. I kind of get those two mixed up, but you can get that for $600, or for $100 less, you can get a Switch 2 with Mario Kart World. I mean, I'm that's not the reason why. That wasn't relate. That did not influence my decision to boycott Microsoft published games, because I mean, I didn't even know this would happen about like a few weeks ago when I decided that. But I definitely don't feel that. I already did not feel bad about my decision, but now I feel even less not bad about my decision. Mars Esco fans, is it just me, or does Sleeping Bullet sound like a title Kojima or Tomino would come up with? Well, first of all, hi Mars Disco fan, welcome in. But also, yeah, I kind of see Sleeping Bullet. No, no, no. Okay, Sleeping Bullet isn't a Kojima or Tomino title. Sleeping Bullet is a. Okay, hold on. Sleeping Bullet is the name of a John Woo movie. But yeah, Sleeping Bullet is the name of a. That is like the lost name of a. That is the name of a lost John Woo movie. If you don't know John Woo movies, first of all, go out and watch some John Woo movies. You have not seen gunfights in film until you've seen John Woo films. But also, John Woo films, they're named stuff like Hard Boiled, Face Off. Yeah, the one with Nicolas Cage, that movie. The one with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta, that movie. You know, I will actually switch some of my captures around. Actually, you know, let me check. Is there anything named Sleeping Bullet? Okay, well, don't Google Sleeping Bullet to see if there is a movie. Don't Google Sleeping Bullet to see if there's a movie. You will run the your first couple of results will be a lot of sad news stories. So, uh, Mars Jessica says, "Damn it! Now I gotta go back. Now I gotta get back to work on my time machine to go a universe where that movie exists." Now that you propose that, I want to make a first person shooter just called Sleeping Bullet. I don't even know what the gameplay would be like, but I've actually already been thinking about maybe making some small in between, like the really big game that been wanting to make for some time and have started working on. Maybe making some smaller games just so that I can learn a bit more, just to get me some good experience in with game design. And when I mean small games, I mean like so small that if I were to release, that if I consider them good enough to release, I would maybe release them for like $5. But yeah, if I would, I kind of want to use that as a title now, Sleeping Bullet. That's because that's a good title. But that is absolutely the name of some. In some alternate universe, that is absolutely the name of some John Woo film. Okay, there's no. Okay, I gotta get back to you. Anyway, so I was talking about D&D Delights. Sorry, I got off track again, as I always do. I was talking about D&D Delights, and I had mentioned that because Raw Oblivion isn't going to happen for some time, because I need to get a new job first. I need to get a new job first because I need to get a new job before I can do Brawl Oblivion / Brawl Oblivion's legally distinct replacement, just because that's the sort of event that only works if I have a if I'm I'm in a financially stable situation, because it really whatever Brawl Oblivion or Brawl Oblivion's Brawl Oblivion's legally distinct replacement is, um, I mean the whole thing's going to rely on the money that's being donated to charity is going to just come straight from my wallet. It's just going to come straight from my wallet, and I'm going to intentionally set it, and I've intentionally set it up to where like you can donate to initiate challenges, but you can also just use challenge points because y'all already donated to activate this thing. Or you already donated for this thing to happen? Oh, wait, I am your guide to the Battle Swap Tournament. Would you like to take the Battle Swap Challenge? Before you begin your challenge, I need to save data. Is that okay? That's the Mario Land 2. That's the Mario Land 2 theme, isn't it? The way they've incorporated, like, the way they've mixed in Pokemon music and Mario, and, like, remixes of Mario music is so good in this. Like, the people who are working on this, and I mean, I already knew Alpharad was a really big Mario fan, but yeah, like, a lot of the developers who actually made this game clearly really like Mario. And Pokemon, considering all the work they've put into this. First, we will hold your captures for safekeeping. You may then choose from our selection of captures. Okay. I have Cataquack, Skeeter, Gushin, Parabeanie, Pokey, and Fighterfly. Well, I'll go with the good old Cataquack. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, whilst I... Oh, hold on, I gotta get rid of a bot. To Twitch's credit, it actually is doing a decent job of if something looks like a if a chatter looks like a suspicious bot, like uses the words that those bots always use of like free or cheap viewers, Twitch actually will it'll let me know and it won't display their comment. But anyway, I was thinking of like a replacement. I'll go ahead and go with with Pokey. Oh, look how happy he is. Yeah, that's good. But anyway, I was coming up with like a potential ideas for like what would be Brawl Bolivian's legally distinct replacement. Oh, that's just a Pokemon character. That's just one of the Pokemon models or sprites. Yeah, that's one of the Pokemon sprites. He looks so out of place in this. Double kick? Oh. Oh, it's, I guess because it's ghost type. Okay, well, what do you have? But anyway, I was looking up different, well, not looking up. I was coming up with different ideas, and I mentioned on Tuesday's stream that, like, the best idea I'd come up with was... Oh, they don't really have a lot either. The best idea I'd come up with was, like, instead of Oblivion basically using Elden Ring. Because even though that game's not really... It shows like some influence, not a lot, like not that much, but it does show like a little influence from Dungeons and Dragons. And also Elden Ring. I mean, Elden Ring's really popular, and telling people that and like that sounds like a good idea for a stream. It's like, hey, I'm gonna try to play Elden Ring for the first time, but y'all, I'm gonna try to play Elden Ring for the first time, but there are challenges in place where you can really mess with me. However, like, I did have a slight problem with that idea in that it didn't really feel very D&D to life. Like, Elden Ring is so big that it can be its own thing. And there's not really... Again, there's, like, some small influence by... There is some influence by Dungeons & Dragons, but it's really made so the fact that that Elden Ring is in a fantasy setting. And dragons are special in that. Like they are in a lot of FromSoft games. So I was trying... But I thought that was, like, my best idea. Until, like, literally right after the stream ended on Tuesday. As I was getting ready for bed. This is gonna take some time, I think. Right as the stream was ending. or like right after the stream ended, I was like getting ready for bed. I actually did come up with an idea that I think might be even better than that to replace Brawl Oblivion. Oh, my other issue with the idea of using Elden Ring was that I couldn't really think of a good pun-worthy title for it. Like my best idea I was coming up with was Elden Ring. But yeah, the oh gosh, okay, All right, that thunder's really is sounding really close by. But then I was looking over, basically I remembered, like right after stream happened, that hey, I have a couple of dungeon crawlers in the list for the treasure chest one shot tomorrow. Because dungeon crawlers as a genre, I mean like old classic dungeon crawlers where like the entire game is you either like as one character in a first person view or an entire party in a first person view going into a dungeon, or like a dungeon, and just you go deeper and deeper into the dungeon, and that's the whole game. But yeah, I realized that I have a couple of those lists for tomorrow, and then I remembered, hey, I actually but I don't just have the ones I'm going to show tomorrow because I have a few for tomorrow's list. I have in the process of coming up with the list of games for Treasure Chest One Shot, I've got a ton, or I either bought or was made aware of a ton of different dungeon crawlers. And the thing is that I do think dungeon crawlers are like really interesting, and I wouldn't mind playing them, but I don't know if I could beat one because a lot of them are really tough. So then basically the idea I came up with was like, what if I go through all the dungeon crawlers I know, and all the dungeon crawlers I know of that I think would be interesting enough to play on the channel, but I don't know if I want to fully play through them, and basically come up with a stream where y'all can mess with me as I try. Like I make a list of like 10 dungeon crawlers, and then y'all can mess with me and basically try to keep me from beating one of them. Because again, the ones I have picked out are really difficult. Like a big reason why, or part of the reason I didn't include a lot of these games in the Treasure Chest One Shot was because a lot of them, when I tried them out, are really tough. But just to like some of the games this would cover, just as an example of like some of the games this could cover if I end up doing this. There's a game I've got on Steam that I've actually been wanting to play on the channel called Lunacid, which is kind of a spiritual successor to like the Kingsfield series by FromSoft. And I think it's a really good game, but it's also it's a really good. I think it's a really good game, but I'm not sure if if I'd be interested enough to fully play through it. Hence this. And then speaking of which, like all the Kingsfield games. There's 4 of them. But yeah, all those Kingsfield games would actually fit really well with this, because those games are basically just, there's a big dungeon, you just keep going down in the dungeon, and you try to survive. Marzesko fan says, are dungeon crawlers really defined by the perspective, or are they just the hardest of the hardcore? Dungeon crawlers is really just like, the way the genre is like, the way the genre is objectively defined is just like, you have the player character has like a little area outside that they can like spend, and like they can spend some time in, get used to stuff. They can spend some time in, do some stuff at, and then but like the bulk of the game's actual gameplay, like the combat and exploration, happens in a dungeon area. But like what I mean by how that's the objective term. And this is that's the objective term, and like how that's and of course that's very wide. That appeals to a lot of different things. Like Hades. According to Steam, Hades is considered a dungeon crawler. Because you spend a little bit of time in Hades' house, talking and building your friendship with everyone. Then all the actual like most of what you do in the game, the combat and going through levels, happens in like this dungeon area that is separate from the town area. Another one that actually would count as a dungeon crawler. Yeah, another game that would count if you go by the objective definition, counts as a dungeon crawler. Um, Persona 3, 4, and 5. Because they have the town area, they have the town area that you spend a bit of time in, and then like the bulk of the game, you basically go into like in 3 and 4, I think it's like this one big dungeon where you just keep going down and down into the dungeon. I'm not sure if it's like the same area in Persona 3. I know it is in like, well, you go into like different dungeons, like multiple dungeons in a Persona 4 and 5. Hmm. But yeah, that's the objective, and I'm saying this in air quotes for those listening. That's the objective meaning. For the purposes of this list of things, I'd basically going by those that have the feel of like when I say dungeon crawler, what that feels like. So Kingsfield is would be on that list because that that feels like a dungeon crawler. Like there's a certain feel to these. Um, Another series that if I were to do this for to replace Brawl Oblivion, and if Sleepless is still watching, he'll like the sound of this. At the Etrian Odyssey games, which I've mentioned wanting to play on stream at some point. Oh, it's a baby penguin. What is with this Mario? What is with the Mario games and hurting baby penguins? Mars Jessica fan says, ah, yeah, the pre-3 Persona games are also defined as dungeon crawler, just because the hub area is pretty static. Can I get... Okay. I can do normal attacks now. Hmm. Yeah, there's... Basically what I would do is, for this whole idea, and I was gonna call it... And if I did this idea, my original name for the idea was Dungeon Brawlers, because... Gotta do the pun. But because, of course, I would make that pun. Unfortunately, though, as it turns out, there is actually a video game called Dungeon Brawlers. So I would have to think of a different name. I would have to think of a different name involving the phrase Dungeon Crawler and my name, Brawl Kaiser. I'll think of something. Asuma says, I do know one game that might fit. But yeah, there's even just going down to like the subjective meaning of dungeon crawlers, like the games that really feel like it, that covers a lot of games. There is, I mentioned Lunacid, I mentioned the Kingsfield games. There's FromSoft's other dark fantasy series, from before Dark Souls, Shadow Tower and Shadow Tower Abyss. Then there's the Etrian Odyssey games. There's the there's the Etrian Odyssey games. There's the Wizardry games. The old Might and Magic games. There's a lot of there are a lot of like really old dungeon crawlers. um, some of the games that I were looking at, that I was considering putting in the treasure chest one shot, but didn't make it, is all the D&D Gold Box games, which is basically like a massive. It's a really far-reaching series of D&D games made by it was like made by, I think it was West Isle Studios is their name. They basically made a bunch of D&D dungeon crawlers, and those are like some of the first Dungeons and Dragons games ever made. Really, the only thing, like the main thing, is that I just have to find a bunch of dungeon crawlers that I can play with a controller. Because if I'm gonna do a hell stream, I have to include a challenge for y'all to make me wear oven mitts while I play some of these games. That's so that's really there just for Sleepless Heartache, or for Sleepless Cheshire and Detective Heartache. That is their fate. I'm pretty. I'm. I would not be surprised if they told me that that was their favorite thing about this channel. Is anytime I give them an option to have me play a game while wearing oven mitts. I didn't even know that was an attack name. As soon as I. Oh yeah. But yeah, I already have. One of the things I was doing today in like my spare time We're just coming up with a list of games that could potentially fit this whole idea. And yeah, I already came up with just from games I was aware of or games I already own, came up with a massive list of games. So now, if it does, if that thing, if this idea of like a dungeon crawler-a-thon or a dungeon crawler hell stream where I try to play my way through where I try to play my way through multiple really tough dungeon crawler games while letting y'all mess with me, that will still take quite some time to happen. Just because, again, the way that stream's gonna work, it's best if I have a new, it's gonna be best if I wait until I have a new job before I do that. But I don't. Triceratops says, "Enter the gungeon." Enter the gungeon. Enter the gungeon would be that one could fit. One of the other. The only reason why I probably wouldn't include Enter the Gungeon is just because I would try to go with like a fantasy theme to it to keep it more like D&D delights. So I would probably try to keep it to a I'd probably try to keep it to like a dungeon crawlers that have like a sort of like high fantasy theme, that have a high fantasy style to them to kind of keep in the style of D&D delights. That's also why I would not include Hades or any of the Persona games. Well, I'm not. I wouldn't include Hades or any of the Persona games for this. Also, because I want to play the Hades and Persona games. Those I want to play fully through on the channel on my own. Triceratops, which is finally getting a sequel. Yeah, I saw that. I think I remember seeing that during like the Switch 2 Direct. It was like not only is Enter the Gungeon getting a sequel, it's like a full on 3D game. It's like they're going 3D instead of 2D. The Simus says Outward Defensive Edition. Also, I think the Mega Man Battle Network might fit a dungeon crawler. Hmm. I'll take a look into it. Yeah, I'll take a look into it, that game. Okay. So just slam. Oh, that's right, they're a ghost type. Hmm. Yeah, I think I think that's an even better idea than Elden Ring Hell Run, because it would fit a bit more with being D&D Dungeons and Dragons, or it'd fit a bit more with Dungeons and Dragons. Hmm. But again, that will still take me quite a bit of time to plan for, just because I gotta make a set of challenges that are really difficult, and gotta wait until I get a new job. Let me actually switch out Pokey. Hmm. And I will bring in. Let me bring in the baby penguin. Hmm. It's still so weird seeing Pokemon character sprites next to the Mariomon character sprites. Because they're still using Mariomon enemies. Hmm. Dang it. Okay. I guess I'll try using double kick again. Lasuма says, I meant definitive edition. I need to stop using my mic for my spelling. Outward is not bad, but good gravy is it hard. Triceratops says, that's a water bug from Mario 64, I think. I think I think I kind of know what you're talking about, yeah. It has been quite a few years since I played Mario 64, so I might not, so I don't really remember them. But you know what? I'll look it up. I'm gonna look up to see where they're from. Skeeter, Mario. Okay, they are introduced. Okay, now I remember. They are introduced in Mario 64. They're in the Yeah, they're okay. They're in Wet Dry World in Mario 64. Right. No. Um, double kick. You know, I'll try doing rage. That really didn't do much. Hmm. Double kick. That really is not doing. Okay, that's not doing much. Hmm. Okay, let me have it focus energy to raise its attack a little bit. Dang it! I should probably have Cataquack retreat after this and switch in a different structure. Hmm. Yeah, they're not doing too good. Well, what can you do, baby penguin? Blizzard Ice Spear. Actually, yeah, they have a lot. They actually have a pretty offensive attack. Some pretty good offensive ice attacks. Okay. Uh oh. Oh, I don't like that. Icicle Spear? That didn't really. Oh no. Okay, that might not be as good an attack as I thought. Lizard? Just throw copies of World of Warcraft at him. That'll do a lot of damage. Oh no, actually, okay, yeah, wow, it did do a lot of damage. Everyone is everyone. It's what they say is true. Blizzard hurts everyone. Hmm. Uh oh. Dang it. Uh, Parabini? Leafage, Icy Wind. This actually is one of the hardest Pokemon experiences. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I had still have those donations up. Let me take those down. Yeah, this actually is one of the hardest Pokemon related experiences I've had to play in, or I've played in quite some time. Just because I played so many of the Pokemon games that I instantly know the types. That I know I played so many different Pokemon games that I instantly know the types of almost all of the different Pokemon. But here, yeah, here I'm actually at a bit of a loss. I'm having to constantly since I don't have that wealth of knowledge, I'm having to guess a lot, which is causing me mistakes, which is resulting in me making mistakes. Oh, Parabini's dead. Dang. Okay, Cataquack, it's all up to you. The Suma says, I think you might like this mini game from the Pirate Yakuza game. It's a mini game where you hit cannonballs into barrels. You hit cannonballs into barrels, are different kinds of turn points or items, also and endless mode. That's pretty fun. I mean, that does sound like fun, but there's gonna be a bit of time until I can get to Yakuza. Or it's gonna be a bit of time until I can get to Yakuza Dragon Pirate Leica. Oh, thank goodness, I just barely won that. Oh, yeah, I just barely won. Okay, go on. Would you like to swap a capture? Yeah. I'll switch out Cataquack. Skeeter, Sprangler. Yeah, I'll switch in this. I'll get Sprangler. Ah, now we've upgraded from the Pokemon character sprites to Mario character sprites. No, wait, no, that's. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, no, never mind. That was a lady dressed as a toad. Okay, I was completely wrong. Hmm. Sticky web? Poison jab? Hmm. How about toxic? Oh, they've got dive too. Okay, never mind. Oh dear. Oh wait, okay, they are affected by. Okay, the poison still got to them. That's good. Oh, good. That decreased their attack. Okay, we're both about even here. I guess I'll let me use. Dang it. Nope. Okay, never mind. Hmm. Mars Esco fan says it's a Nintendo game, so giving them PSN account hurts them. Um, I'm I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Mars Esco fan. Ah, well. Hmm. Oh, that's so close. Okay, well both of them are gonna faint this time. Yep, both of them are fainting. Oh, something I haven't mentioned this quite a bit, but I unfortunately haven't because of now that we're on the first day of May, there was a problem with because I was on the first day of, because it's now the first day of May. There was a another thing caused by the problems with my job that affected me throughout April, which I didn't even really think about until like the end of until last night. Which is that because of what was happening with my job, and me having to go into panic mode and to constantly search for new jobs, I didn't really get to do any sort of game dev or work on any sort of any sort of modeling or sprite work throughout all of April. And I think it actually had not being able to do any of that kind of affected my mental health because that's been like my main that was not my main but one of my main creative outlets. Yeah, that's like been like my main creative outlet is everything related to video game development, and it was really helping me get through like February and March. Hmm. So Sima says that or a health business plan. Oh, I see one again. But I think now I can actually maybe I can finally take some time to get back to oh gosh a womp. I think now I can finally get back to working start working on 3D modeling and sprite work in game dev because I currently have about 50 job applications open. I have I have applied for a lot of jobs. We'll see if I can we'll see if I can get any of them. Hmm. Actually, the Parabene is doing pretty good against the Womp so far. Let me just keep doing that. Yeah, let me just keep doing this. Hmm. down. Leafage? Oh, I did not expect that to be super effective. Wow, dang, Parabini's doing a lot better than I expected. Oh, wait. Congratulations on your win of the Battle Swap Challenge. Here, please accept this prize. Wait a minute. There you are, Mario. I'm not surprised you're proficient in capture battles, but that doesn't matter now. What does matter is intensive training of my team. Are you ready? Great, I'm looking forward to learning a lot this battle. Oh, the viruses from Dr. Mario. Well, I'm gonna guess they're probably poison type. Oh, and I'm back to using my team here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna guess these guys are poison type. Uh oh. Oh, so status effects. If you can hit dry bones with a status effect, it will get past the Wonder Guard. Okay. I'll try Bullet Bill. Here, let me try Bullet Punch. Hmm. Bulldoze. Which is basically just like unevolved earthquake. Headbutt? Okay, that's a good start. Oh, good. Oh, I'm guessing she's gonna have all three of the viruses. Okay, so the viruses... I was thinking that they were like poison type, but I think instead they're gonna be like based off of the three different, like, the Fire, Ice, and Lightning trilogy, so... Which means this one's likely electric type. Which means I should probably use Bulldoze against it. Yeah, Bulldoze. Oh, I know I started this stream like 30 minutes late. However, I won't be able to go like later till like 11:30. Just because that is calling it really late. That is calling it, yeah, that is calling it really late, and I do have work tomorrow. I can tell y'all right. I mean, I've said this before, but I can tell you right now. If I am unable to find a job before I have to resign from my job, as awful as that will be, like the entire, like, as soon as I, yeah, if I have to resign from my job and I haven't found a new job before that point, like the second I'm out of that job place, y'all can expect to see just a bunch of streams. I will have to cut down on them after like a week or two because I will need to take time to like keep job hunting. But for like that first full week that I'm out, just expect don't be surprised if there's just a bunch of streams. Just a bunch of really long streams. Like an entire, almost, maybe even an entire week of just 6-hour long streams. But again, but again, hopefully, I'll be able to find a new job before that we get to that point. Okay, now. Well, this is grass type, so... Oh, dang, this guy's ready for battle. Wait, they're probably ice type, which means that they'd be really effective against, which they'd be really effective against grass types. Oh, well, okay, that was a good hit. Okay. Okay, and that's all three of them beaten, so next stop is fighting Wario. It seems there's a few more bugs I got to work out, but everything seems to be running to spec. Thanks for helping me test everything, Mario. What's that? You need the passcode for Wario Studio? Oh yeah, that makes sense. The second word is gonna. The second word is gonna, but that's all I know. Good luck cracking the code. Congrats on winning the Battle Swap Challenge. Here's your prize. So our three words are Wario, win, and gonna. Hmm. I think this is gonna be a tough one. I think this is gonna be a tough one to solve. Wario, win, and gonna. Hmm. The Suma says you're safe at work, right? Now give what been happening. Just a little word, give what said has. You're safe at work right now. Give what been happening. Just a little worried given what said has happened. Sofa. Um. Well, yes and no. If you weren't there for when I said, if anyone watching who wasn't there when I said this when I talked about this, I've been talking about this in the Discord. But basically, I was told to resign last Thursday, and at that day I had 60. I was given 60 days to resign. So what that means is, I'm gonna actually switch some of these guys around. Now, what that means is I'm gonna if I haven't found a new job by June 23rd, I'm gonna have to resign. Which means that I'm still gonna be still gonna be looking for new jobs, but it just means I won't have a stable source of income. Now I'll still have like 2 or 3 paychecks from the work I'll do, but that's I don't I need to get another job lined up. Hmm. Let me see. This one's ground type. Yeah, I'm not sure what type of trainer Wario is gonna be, so hmm. So on that side, yeah, I'm not safe because I only have like 2 months left of my workplace, so I need to find a new job in the next two. I'd really like to find a new job within the next 2 months before I'm forced to resign, so that I can get a new source, so that I can get back to having a stable income. As far as like actual like myself safe at work, my manager hasn't tried anything after telling me I have to resign, but that might just be. But I don't know. I don't know if that's because he's not going to actually try anything. Because now that I have to resign, he won't have to deal with me uh, in 2 months. I'm assuming that's why. Basically, my manager has been disconcertingly nice. Like he'll still be very friendly. This entire time that this has all been going on with my problems with this guy, he's still been very friendly and very helpful and very helpful. Like when I'm assisting people with their computer problems. Thing, you know. But yeah, as far as how it's affecting, as far as how it's affecting things, with the channel, and I mentioned this in some of the previous streams, but basically what's going to happen is, the Suma says, "What you have said. Sorry, I have a bad habit of skipping words that I mean to type out." Oh, as in, do you need me to say what I just said again? Okay, I'm going to level up this minion. Let me wait to use... You know, I need to get some more items as well. Let me raise them to, like, level 23. Yeah, let me have a forget a move. They don't really need headbutt. Yeah, basically what I was saying about how this is going to be affecting streams is that, of course, I'm looking for a new job. Yeah, as I said, I'm looking for a new job, and if I do end up getting an offer for a new job, I'm trying to use this opportunity to, like, all the jobs I've applied for are not in the town I'm in because I don't want to be here anymore. I've wanted to get out of this town for I wanted to get out of this town for 5 years, and this job that I had here was like the last thing holding me here. So now that I'm about to lose it, I'm getting out. Whether it's like there's like one town in Texas I'd consider going to, but everywhere else I've applied to is just like outside of Texas because I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in this city, and I don't want to be in this state anymore. But let me go to the let me go here and get some stuff. So yeah, the basically just waiting for to see. I've applied for a bunch of jobs. Like I've applied for about 50 jobs now, or I've applied for even more, a lot even more. But I currently have about 50 open job applications, and I'm basically just waiting for them to tell me that they want to set up an interview. So how things are standing right now is, if I ever get like if I get accepted for a job, if I get accepted for jobs and told like, okay, I could get things set up to where I can go ahead and. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. If I can get a new job, and I can get things set up to where I know where I'm gonna go, then what'll likely happen is I'll hold like some stream. I'll hold like one or two last streams to, of course, let y'all know about the situation, and to let y'all know about, like, to update y'all on the situation, and like just do one or two more streams in this place, and then I'll have to like take a break as I move to my new place where I'm living and get everything set up, and then as soon as I can get things set up and can get the chance, we'll do a stream. I'll return to streaming. Now, if I'm not able to get a new job by the end of June, which is when I have to resign, I'm of course still going to be searching for a new job, but I'm going to try to make the most of having having basically a full week to myself, or having like an entire week to myself. So I won't be streaming like all the time, but while I'm looking for a job. But if I'm not able to get a new job lined up by the time I have to resign, and I become unemployed, then while I'm unemployed, I'll be doing quite a few more streams, like some more streams during the week, and like longer streams during the week, so that I can just take advantage of the extra time in order to like play through more video games. But also, of course, I won't be streaming like the full week because, again, we'll need to be still looking for stuff. Alright, I think that's good enough. Let me go ahead and fight Wario. Someone says, I'm referring to the text I typed out a bit ago. I was just correcting myself and explaining the other part. Oh, okay. Okay, here's Wario's house. You inputted the 3 keywords you from Jimmy T, Penny, and Ashley. Wario gonna win. Oh, that's what it is. Before I go in there... Like, I mentioned during one of the... I've mentioned this already, but what's gonna happen is if I don't have a new job lined up by the time I resign, or by the time I'm forced to resign, then what'll happen is I will probably start the donathon I've mentioned doing, which there will be some donation goals set in place for that, because it is. I mean, that's why part of why it's called a donathon. But it'll basically just be me. But the main reason I'll be doing it will be just to take advantage of the extra time I have by playing through as many games from my backlog as I can. What it'll basically be is I have made a list of like over 100 games from my backlog that I could play as part of this. They're like 40 hours or less. And then what I do is I have the games arranged in like I have the games arranged in a specific order. And then just when I start it, I'll spin a wheel between a couple of games. Whatever game it lands on, and then whatever game it lands on, I will fully play through that every stream until I beat it. And then after I beat it, go on to the next, spin the wheel again, do the next game that I land on.
Wahaha! It's done! My hit new game that's going to make me loads of money is complete. Now to sell it. Mario! Mario, what are you doing here? How'd you get into my studio?
I opened the door.
Wait, I just got one of my brilliant ideas. Wario booted up the PC. Creatures of Diamond City. It is I, Wario, your most beloved and stinkiest gamer. Today I have a special surprise for you all. I'm releasing a new game for you all to buy. Mariomon. It's so much better than that stinking Pyoromon that you're all playing right now. And to prove it, I have Mario here to wallow in defeat against my Wariomon.
Something strange seems to be going on with Wario's PC.
Is that supposed to happen? I downloaded this off the internet.
Oh shit. Oh no. Well, that's a little unexpected. There you're bringing out the full music. Okay, Mario's gonna have to fight Red. Wait, is that super effective against Dry Bones? Yes, it is. Oh, jeez. Okay. Go get him, Cataquack. Dang it, that's not good. Ah, dang it. Oh, that only hit 2 times. Dang it. Well, let me go ahead and use a healing item. Good thing I got all these shrooms. I think they're gonna use... Yeah, okay, they're using Digging Gun. Well, let me go ahead and use the shroom again. And let me go and use one again to heal them up, because that Tauros is going to use Dig again. Yep, that's what I thought. Now use Double Kick. There. Executor. Do I have... You know what? Let me send in Blue Yoshi. Hmm. They should be weak to flying attacks. And they are. Okay. Yeah, let me switch in Pee-wee Piranha. Hmm. Razor Leaf? Well, Lapras is also Ice type, so that might not do... No, okay, no. It is effective against the Water type. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, huh. I was surprised. No Pikachu. I'm surprised that there's no Pikachu. Who do I have that's good again? I can send in Minion. You know what? Let me use Cataquack again, because they're Water type. Oh, I get it. Instead of Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, Red has Executor, Lapras, and Arcanine. Please work. Thank goodness. Hooray!
What? No fair, no fair. Put 1 day's effort into this game and I lost. I even cut corners on the amount of friends I used to make this. What gives? Wario put it at the PC, frantically checking the game's files. Pokemon? The heck is a Pokemon? It's just a cheap knockoff of Puromon. I can't believe it. You got lucky, Mario. My game was supposed to defeat you, but I guess I'll just have to take care of you myself. If you decide to come over here. What's with that look? I'm not gonna put that sort of effort in if I don't have to.
Are you ready to face Wario? You know, not yet. I'm feeling a little tired.
Yeah, run away from how great and powerful I am.
Listen, my team needs to heal up, okay? Right there. And just a second. It is a little weird how it keeps like switching like this. Ah well. Yeah, let me go ahead and save, and then let's go ahead and challenge Wario.
Wahahaha! Mario's too much of a coward to even face me. Now all Diamond City will know how great I am. Wait, Mario, you're back already? I mean, I'll just have to defeat you. Better really show him how great I am.
Oh, he doesn't even ask that time. Okay. Okay, what? Hmm. I'm not sure what type Wario will have, but I guess maybe I should have changed around my team, but oh well. Is it all ghost type? Hmm. Oh, geez. Okay, that's not good. Well, they're a ghost type, so I mean, another ghost would be good to go against them, but I'll send out Bullet Bill. Okay, Phantom must also be actually be fairy type. Hmm. Okay, Bullet Bill's doing pretty good so far. Okay. Should I use Iron Defense? Yeah, okay, I'll replace Headbutt with Iron Defense. I haven't really used Headbutt at all. Hmm. Okay, Buzzy be that's a bug type, so that sounds like it'll be a bug type. So maybe flying? Oh no, okay. So I think Wario's type is actually dark type. No, not the leftovers. Oh no, that was blue. Oh wait, Blue Yoshi had quick claws. I thought I had given it leftovers for some reason. Hmm. Pyoro. Okay, well, I guess it gets a dark type, so I'll send in Cataquack, which Cataquack is my fighter. I've never seen this thing before. Hmm. Okay, I guess they're not. Okay, I guess this one isn't dark type. Hmm. Lucimus says, wait, don't most of the people in Mario games speak a common language? That makes this game kind of dark now I think about it. It depends on the game. The different creatures' intelligence varies greatly between the different games. Because, like, a lot of the Mario RPGs, and a lot of the Mario RPGs, like the Koopas, Goombas, and Toads, are all like their own are basically treated as like separate species. Although I guess it has been adopted, so yeah, I guess they are just all treated as their own separate species now. Oh. Hmm. Oh, sorry, just a second. Okay. Hmm. Just give me a second. Just getting some things set up. Okay. So in that case, since they've got Gus, let me send out Bullet Bill again. And there we go. Hmm. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh gosh. I forgot that when I move the window. I forget that when I move the window around, it changes the noise. Okay. Bullet punch. It's not really that effective. Hmm. Aerial ace. Didn't do a lot. Ah, dang it. Okay. I have like 3 captures left. I guess I'll try body slam. Hmm. Let's see. Force the grow by growing height special attack. You know, I won't use that. I guess I'll sit. Yeah, okay. He's got one last Pokemon, one last capture. Dang it. Okay, come on, Yoshi. Remember, it's your eternal enemy. Remember all the times these jerks tried to steal Baby Mario from you. Take that and channel it into rage. Good use of rage.
What? Impossible!
Mario got 24 for winning.
Why can't I win?
The Diamond City Power Star has fallen out of Wario's pocket and into Mario's hands. Mario received the Diamond City Power Star.
I mean that the canvas feed is breaking. Now's my chance.
Quest WarioWare Inc. is now complete. Okay. I wonder if I can use this PC. I can. All right. Well, before I do, let me heal up everyone. Hmm. Let me heal up everyone, and then I'm going to change around my some of my team members. Yeah, okay. I know as I mentioned before, I know we started a little late, but just because going till 11:30 really wouldn't work tonight. The stream basically is going to be a bit shorter, like 30 minutes shorter than normal, and it will have to end at 11. No. Let me move some of my characters around. Let me move some of my captures around. You know what? Let me move around a lot of them and try to evolve them. Let me try to evolve some of them. Let me actually check the Tattle Dex and see like what it'll take to evolve some of these guys. Okay, level up to 32. Don't think they'll need to be that level yet. Okay, how much to evolve into? Let Horndant level up to 14. Hmm. Balloon Boo level up to 22, and the other one is level up to 38. So Boo and Ant Trooper, I can go and level up. Hmm. Blue Yoshi. So I got Blue Yoshi. I wouldn't mind getting another Yoshi so I could see what the other Yoshi forms are. Don't have a Crazy Daisy. Okay, what do I need to do to level up Bullet Bill? Level up to 32. Okay, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. What about Spiny? 26. Okay, that can happen soon. So Spiny. Let me see now. Let me just recap. Spiny, Boo, and the Ant Trooper. Those are three I can go ahead and level up. Or those are the three I can go ahead and evolve. How about Cataquack? 42. That one's not going to happen anytime soon. Foo? How about them? 34. That's also one that won't happen anytime soon. Strollin? I think Strollin might not actually have an evolution. Nope. How about Fighterfly? 24. So I can evolve Fighterfly. Can evolve Beanie. How about Minion? Level 30. That one won't be happening for some time either. How about Toady? Level 32. That won't be happening for some time. Level 25. So that can happen. Okay, that's all the one I see right now. So let me just... Let me move some of these guys around and evolve them. Hmm. Yeah, I'll move some of these guys around and evolve them. I think it's those three. Yeah, those three. Oh, and the Ghost Mouse. Oh yeah, those two, three, four, five. Yeah, withdraw. 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 So I move Foo down here and Foo down here. Okay, let me check the title decks again for Foo. See, I think I could go ahead and evolve it. Hmm. Oh, level 34. Okay, not that one just yet. Was it Cataquack then? Oh, definitely not Cataquack. Hmm. Okay, no. All these are ones that can evolve. So let me go ahead and evolve them. It should be... Yeah, here. Hmm. Let me evolve them, all five of these, until they level up. Or not level up, until they... let me level up all five of them until they can evolve. Let's see. Sure, arm thrust. You can learn arm thrust. Straight arm punches to strike the foe 2 to 5 times. Sure. Learn Twin Needle. To move the lead. Yes. Yeah, it can forget that one. This should have Ant Trooper evolve then. Hmm. Alright, so what's Horn Dance? Smart. I don't remember a move Smart Strike. Okay. It's with an accurate horn that never misses. Oh, that'd be really helpful. Hmm. Okay, now let me put the Horn Dance back. Now I put Horn Dance back. And let me put Boo into the party. Because I can evolve them. And then after I've evolved all these different captures, I'll then decide who I want to keep in my party. I mean, it's definitely going to be Yoshi. I think Yoshi's absolutely currently my favorite because it's not because it's like a really strong capture in this, just because it's Yoshi. I really like Yoshi. Hmm. Says user strike first. No, okay. Actually, I don't think it needs that. Okay, come on. Learn double team. Yes. Users aroused. Focus fire. Yeah, I'll delete that move. There. Hmm. Yeah, Nightshade could be a pretty good move. Flicks damage. Okay, attack that gains power if the user moves glass. So me looked up prevents escape. Let me use this. Okay, now. Yeah, let me see what Magnet Bomb does. Launches a magnet that strikes without fail. That's pretty good. Hmm. Slam. Is there a move I want to replace with Slam? Take some more damage when the user's hip is down. Yeah, I can have it forget Tackle. Hmm. And minimize. Should I have it on minimize? Minimize user size to raise evasiveness. No. Hmm. So move the leader replace Sucker Punch? Yes. Strikes versus foes prepared to attack. um. I'll go ahead and have forget Hypnosis. Still leveling everyone up. Leech Seeds. Yes. Yeah, I'll have it forget slam. I think all three of them evolve like in the high. Yeah, when they get closer to level 30. Yes, Mach Punch. There. Yeah, I'll forget that one. Okay. There we go. Okay, this now goes Master's Evolving. Oh, it's evolving into one of the big ghosts from Luigi's Mansion. Okay. Whirler. I did not know they were called that. Body Slam that may cause paralysis. No, I like giving it its. I like all the ghost type moves it has. So that's evolved into Twirler. Let me evolve Fighter Fly. Swag. No, they don't need to learn Swagger. Move first. Should it immediately replace with Curse, or should be deleted? Hmm. I'll have Forget Payback. Okay. Everyone should be up to at least level 20. No, no Swagger. Hmm. Or new Razor Leaf? Yes, Razor Leaf would be really good. You see, leaf, yeah, Leafage is basically less good Razor Leaf. So let me just go ahead and level them up until they evolve. Grassless Ocean, I know. Hmm. Lulls the phone to sleep. Okay, I'll have it forget Flail. Okay, Beanie should evolve now. I guess it'll be into a Para Beanie. Yep, Para Beanie. Sure, I'll have it learn Acrobatics. Okay, now trying to learn Grassy Glide. Okay, I haven't heard that move before. Gliding on ground hits goes first on grassy terrain. In that case, that's fine. Okay, so these two evolved. Let me evolve everyone else. Learn Fake Tears. Should movie delete? What? Sure. Actually, I don't think it needs to learn Fake Tears. Okay, that's Boo evolving. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, Boo is now Balloon Boo. Wait, it wants to learn Fake Tears again? No, no Fake Tears. Okay, just two more of these. I'm almost done with this. Learn Headbutt. No Headbutt. Okay, now Spiny is evolving. Oh, Spiny evolved to the Lakitu. Okay. Hmm. I have a lot of flying types now. So Simba says no King Boo. I think King Boo is probably that Boo's like third form. Yeah, I'm willing to bet King Boo is Boo's third form. Yeah, okay. Mirage. Pulls around object via foes 2 to 5 times. Ah, that's funny. No, I think it's good not having that. Okay. Next, lastly, Fighter Fly. There we go. Oh, it's one of these little guys. Oh, Superfly. Okay, now let me let me deposit all of these captures. Yeah, let me deposit all these captures besides Blue Yoshi, because Blue Yoshi is definitely staying on the team. And then let me check out all their summaries, because I would like to keep a rather balanced team. So Grass, Steel type, Bug and Steel, Ghost, Fighting and Flying. If I had known that Blue Yoshi would have been only Flying type, I probably wouldn't have actually got evolved it into Blue Yoshi. It's because I have a lot of like flying dual types. Psychic and Flying. See what I mean? A lot of flying dual types. Hurts foes when defeated. Blocks critical hits. Powers up in a sandstorm. Checks the froze item. Boosts pulse move. Effective hits. Raises speed and sunshine. Lowered stats up attack. Okay. For who to bring on my team then? I'll let me actually check Balloon Boo's moves. Yeah, I'll bring in Balloon Boo. Sure, Bullet Bill. I'll go ahead and keep Lakitu. And Minion. And lastly... I think I'll bring in Dry Bones. Okay, now that I've done that, it's time to head to the mall once again to get more captures, or more caps. Yeah, let me get more caps, and then... let's get out of here. And go on... and make our way towards the next town. Oh, that's right. You don't actually go from town to town. You go back to like the main central hub area. So let me just go to the central hub area. Let's see, Diamond City, Peach's Castle, Castle Gardens, Toad Town. Okay, and on to World 4.
Mario, boy, am I glad to see you. I'm just about finished up here. You should be able to go to World 4 in just a moment. Wait just a minute. I can't allow you to do that. Lord Bowser has tasked me with ensuring you don't repair this warp pipe, and I won't let his burliness down.
Okay, here we go. Find Kamek. Hey, wait a second. I guess he fights himself as well. Yeah, I guess Kamek fights as Kamek as well. I wonder if I could capture him. Hmm. Okay, there we go.
Oh, no way. Lord Bowser's going to kill me. But think this is over, Mario. I'll let you go this time as I need to think up of an excuse to tell Lord Bowser so I don't get into trouble. Well, that was weird. Let me just get this warp pipe all fixed up then. There you go, Mario. My warp pipe shall be fixed up. Good luck out there.
Right. Oh boy, more of these guys. Hmm. I think Yoshi's... Yeah, Yoshi Air Cutter should be super effective against bug types. And it is! Hmm. Well, Tarantox, that sounds like another bug, so... Okay, I think that is another bug. I assume that's a bug. Alright. You can't learn more than 4 moves. No glare. Oh, wait, just a second.
Great battle. Here's your prize money. Hey, wait a minute. You don't have a coin case. Here on Main Street, everyone uses purple coins. Here, let me get you situated.
Oh, well, thank you.
And here's your purple coins.
Mario gained 50 purple coins.
Those are all anyone cares about around here, so spend them wisely.
Yeah, I think purple coins, a purple pipe. I think I know. I think I do know who's in charge around here. Oh, hey, Scorcher, welcome in.
This entire area was only developed recently, you know. It used to be and still somewhat is a marsh. Because of this, you can get some good fish in the nearby river. Although you need this good rod in order to find them, so here you go. Don't be shy.
Oh, this is a good rod.
That rod will let you catch fish of greater rarity. So what are you waiting for? Go try it out.
Scorcher says, how's it going? It's going all right. I came to the realization. I came to the realization that last night that because of all my problems, all the problems I was dealing with in my workplace, I hadn't gotten to like do any sort of game dev or like any sort of art at all throughout all of April, and I think it ended up really affecting me because that was like my main outlet for that was my main outlet to deal with negative emotions was working on the game slash modeling. So I need to. I've got about. So I need to get back to working on the game as soon as possible. Acer says, "Ah, the working nonsense." Yes. That's fun. Also, the chat and I came up with a name for the Lost John Woo movie that hasn't been that never came out. But if I but I kind of want to make a game. I kind of want to make a game named after this just because it's a good name. Uh, Basically, what we coined the phrase "sleeping bullet" and realized that would be like a perfect name for a Lost John Woo film. And then there was another thing. I mentioned this earlier stream, but I'll go ahead and go over it again. I mentioned that I'm trying to find like a legally distinct replacement for Oblivion because I've started a boycott against Microsoft games. And well, I still want to do an event like Oblivion, but I still want to do an event like Oblivion, but I'd rather not use an actual like Elder Scrolls game because all of Bethesda games are basically like are all of Bethesda games are basically now like an extension of a Microsoft's games, like Microsoft's game studios. Bethesda is one of Microsoft's big game studios because Microsoft doesn't really have many games on their own. Ace says Brawlkuza. That is not a bad idea. However, because like Brawlivion is part of D&D Delights, its replacement also has to be like some sort of like fantasy, some sort of fantasy thing that takes heavy influence or inspiration from Dungeons and Dragons. So, the two ideas I've come up with that I think could work as far as a replacement is one is basically do Brawlivion, which is again if you don't remember what that is, Brawlivion is like it was going to be a hell run of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, where like there's a bunch of really difficult challenges in place, and every time I die, I would donate a dollar of my own money to charity. And the first idea I have to replace that is basically just take Brawlivion and play Elden Ring instead. Elden Ring doesn't have like a lot of Elden Ring doesn't really show a lot of influence from Dungeons and Dragons, but there's like a little bit there. So it would basically be like me trying to play Elden Ring for the first time, but y'all can mess with me. And every time I die, I donate a dollar of my money to charity. The other idea I came up with, and I came with this like literally right after the stream on Tuesday, is basically like an entire event about around playing like really difficult dungeon crawler games. Like old school fantasy dungeon crawlers or their like spiritual successors. So games like the old D&D Gold Box games. Y'all probably don't know what those are. Okay, so there was a series of games in the 80s and 90s that were like that were official D&D like dungeon crawlers where you made a party of characters and then you explored a dungeon. There's those. There's the Kingsfield series. There's the Kingsfield series, which is FromSoft's first series. There's the Etrian Odyssey games. There's a whole bunch of other like really early. There's a whole bunch of other game series that were like really early game series that take heavy inspiration from D&D. A really early dungeon crawler series that take heavy inspiration from D&D, but they all like their names are all slightly different from D&D, like Might and Magic. Escort says, I just tried Kingsfield 4. And so you probably know why I would include this in a health stream. Oh, they got Yellow Yoshi. Yeah, you probably know. So yeah, Ace Scourge, you probably already know why I would include that in the health stream. But really, the idea I'm thinking up is if I do this second idea about dungeon crawlers, is come up with like a list of 10 dungeon crawlers, and then try to beat one of them. But there are challenges in place where y'all can just keep alternating the game. Y'all can like keep alternating the game or make the game really difficult for me. But I think I think I'm kind of leaning towards the dungeon crawler idea, just because that would be more D&D, that would be more in the style of D&D delights in Elden Ring, and hilariously enough, it actually would be cheaper. As part of as part of preparing for the treasure chest one shot tomorrow, there will be a. I had to buy a bunch of I had to buy a bunch of dungeon crawlers. Oh, I see. I summoned. Okay, I knew talking about Etrian Odyssey enough would summon Sleepless. Welcome back. But yeah, I already have a ton of dungeon crawlers that I there. I already have a ton of old dungeon crawler games that I got to potentially play as part of the treasure chest one shot tomorrow. But I didn't include them because they were either really obtuse, like by obtuse I mean they're so old. By obtuse, I mean that these games are so old to like they were innovative for the time they were released, but trying to play them nowadays without like a lot of the conveniences or advancements that games have made since they were released is really tough. Or in the case of some of these games, like Etrian Odyssey or Kingsfield, are just really freaking hard. At least for me, I have played multiple. I have played like every single. I have played the demo for every single Etrian Odyssey game on the 3DS, and I could not get past like the first area because I just would not able to beat it. Yeah, Sleepless. If you weren't Sleepless, if you didn't hear what I was saying, what I was talking about, basically, like I've been trying to come up with an idea for a replacement for Brawl Oblivion, and like I said that, oh, I think the best idea would be Elden Ring. But then right after Tuesday's stream, like as soon as the camera was done, and I was getting ready. As soon as I cut the camera and was getting ready for bed, I came up with an idea that I think is actually even better, which is basically playing a bunch of like old school dungeon crawlers with challenges in place, so y'all could mess with me. And like again, included amongst these games, there's a couple of these games that are like smaller. A lot of these games would be games that kind of fit with the thing I like to do, where I like to show off lesser known games. Because one of the games I definitely would play as part of this would be Lunacid, which is Lunacid is a recent indie game that's a spiritual successor to a Kingsfield and is a lot of fun. Slape says, I beat Etrian Odyssey 4 back when I got it, and Etrian Odyssey 2 Untold is maybe one of the like top 3DS games for me. Yeah, I basically I have a huge list of either dungeon crawlers I got or that I have or that I'm aware of. Like again, like there's like the Kingsfield games, there's the Shadow Tower games, which is like FromSoft's other dark fantasy series released that was released before Dark Souls, or that was made before Dark Souls. There's there's the Etrian Odyssey games, which I mentioned. There's all the really old school D&D dungeon crawlers, and there's a lot of those. Like, okay, let me try to let me get the years for these, but so it says Fire Emblem Awakening, Etrian Odyssey 2, Untold, The Fafnir Knight, and Dragon Quest 8 are the top the top three 3DS games for me, by the way. That's a pretty good list. I think Awakening would be in my top three as well, but I'd have to look at all the 3DS games I played. Okay, let me Black 2. Probably Kid Icarus Up. You know what? Probably Kid Icarus Uprising. Yeah, I would say that my top three 3DS games: Fire Emblem Awakening, Kid Icarus Uprising. I love that game that much. And Oh, I have to look at my list of 3DS games. Uh, Fire Emblem Awakening, Kid Icarus Uprising, and then also I'm not sure what the third one would be. I'd have to again. I'd have to. I think I would have to look at like what all 3DS games I played. Yeah, this whole idea. Now, unfortunately, part of the reason one bad thing about this whole dungeon crawler idea is that part of the a lot of my best ideas really come about from puns. That's not really surprising at all. Now that yeah, that's probably not surprising at all, is it? But anyway, I came up with the idea because I was like dungeon because I immediately thought of the pun dungeon brawler. But unfortunately, I found out that that name is actually already taken because there's a free to play game called Dungeon Brawler. So I would have to find some other sort of name that's like I'd have to find some other sort of name that takes this phrase dungeon crawler and replaces crawl with brawl. Hmm. Yeah, I honestly think now if I do this new idea to replace Brawl Oblivion, it's still going to take me a lot of time to get things set up just because I have to wait until I can get a new job. This idea is sort of the thing that could this is idea is the sort of thing that could drain my money where to the point where I need to be in a financially stable situation in order to do it. Hmm. But hilariously enough, this actually would be cheaper for me to like this would be cheaper for me to set up than Elden Ring, than the idea I had with Elden Ring. Because if I did the idea with Elden Ring, I'd have to get Elden Ring with like the DLC that was added to it, which that copy on PS5 is about $80. I mean, all of these dungeon crawlers that are on like older consoles from like PS2 era and before, I can of course get those through specific me. I can get those through a way inspired by the antics of the Straw Hat crew. But then also like a lot like the Etrian Odyssey games, I actually checked Steam before the stream, and the Etrian Odyssey games are on sale there right now. Oh yeah, I was right. Yeah, I think we know who's gonna be. I think we already know who's gonna be the leader for this. Oh, and speaking of D&D streams for D&D Delight, next or no, excuse me, tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the next stream for D&D Delights. It's going to be the Treasure Chest one shot. I scoured the internet. I scoured the internet and video game history, and I came up with a and I found some very obscure D games, either like some very obscure Dungeons and Dragons games, some very obscure games inspired by Dungeons and Dragons, and some very obscure games heavily influenced by Dungeons and Dragons. There is some so if you like the streams where I talk about a series that that I'm a or talk about a series or topic that I'm really interested in, and or you just want to see some weird slash weird but in a good way games, D&D games. Basically, a lot of these games are basically like I'm not sure if I'd ever do a full playthrough of any of these, but I'm glad they exist. I mean, there will be. I'm certain that will be like a few games that some of y'all will recognize, but I'm also certain there's going to be some games I talk about tomorrow that none of y'all will know about because I and no one I know has talked about some of these games I've found.
No way, us Koopas are way better suited for roles. I mean, have you seen Lord Bowser? He's called the King of the Koopas for a reason. Are the people, I say. And by people, I mean Goombas. Goombas are just as good as big Koopas.
The quest, Trouble at Smile Square, is now active.
Private Koopa, are you listening? Bowser is called the King of the Koopas. As such, only a Koopa is fit to be Lord Bowser's right-hand minion. The upper... The Koopas are the upper class. They will always lord over you Goomba peasants. But Corporal Parapluck, that's just plain unfair. The majority of Lord Bowser's minions aren't even Koopas. I don't see what's wrong with a Goomba like me taking up a leadership position. I mean, didn't you see Captain Goomba? He did a great job leading us minions a while back against Fawful.
Dang, someone actually referenced that. Like, I can't believe I'd see today. Someone acknowledges the extra mode in like the 3DS version of Superstar Saga. That was like a whole army battling scenario with Bowser minions. Yes, that was a thing. Ooh, that you know what? Actually, okay, dang it, I gotta stop coming up with great ideas for these like streams where I just talk about a bunch of weird or interesting games. Because now I've thought up of an idea for obscure Mario games. Because there's a lot of those, and it would finally give me a chance to. It would finally give me a chance to play the Yoshi first person shooter. That is real. I did not make that up. That is a real thing.
Captain Koopa just got lucky. Minion of the right time and place. Could have easily just as been a Koopa. We're getting nowhere with this. Where's Searching Guy when we need him to be a tiebreaker? Hey, wait a minute. Is that Mario? You're right. Come on, we have to defeat him for Lord Bowser. Wait a moment, Paraplonk. This is exactly what we need. Mario can be our unbiased third party. Really? I think we really should use this chance to defeat him, but I also really want to be proven right. Mario! What group of minions do you think is more fit to be Lord Bowser's right-hand minion? Koopas, of course, right? No way, Koopas for sure, right, Mario? What group of Bowser's minions do you think is most suited to be his right-hand minion?
Well, I'm okay with you both. However, I really dislike. I do really like displeasing the upper class. So, Goombas.
As if there was any doubt. Koopas are such an important part of Bowser's army, so of course this was the obvious choice. No way, not only Koopa's just outright cooler, but we're stronger than Koopas. Looks like I'll have to prove that to you by taking you down, Mario. Don't you think that's a bit of an overreaction? Although I guess you wanted to fight Mario in the first place in order to gain favor with Lord Bowser. Not to worry, Mario. Corporal Parapluck is the weakest of the Royal Guard. Kick his butt!
Uh oh. It looks like the thunder and lightning is back. Unfortunately. Mario's defense. It's a Yoshi rail shooter, not first-person shooter. I mean, you are correct there, but it is. You are correct there. But that's just even more insane to say. That makes it even crazier that there is a Mario game that is in the same genre of games as Time Crisis. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like the storm is back with a vengeance. If the stream does get shut down, I'll try to bring it back as quickly as possible. Hmm. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Lakitu fight. Are Lakitu's I guess Lakitus are related to Koopas. But they've got yeah, they basically look almost the exact same as Koopas, just they have different shaped their heads are differently shaped. I hadn't really thought of that before. Hmm. As soon as this fight is over, I'm likely going to take a break just to check to look at how the weather just to see how the weather is looking and also get some more tea. Suzume says, "I guess Virgil from Devil May Cry is approaching you." Yeah, this is his vengeance against me. This is him getting back at me for constantly mocking the guy, and for not getting to play, and for not taking the time to play Devil May Cry 4 and 5 yet. Magnet bomb. Hmm. Okay, they're dark. Yeah, they're dark and ground type. Do I have anyone with like any fighting type moves? Hmm. I guess I could switch in Yoshi. Okay, yeah. As soon as this fight's over, I'm gonna have to take a short. I'm gonna have to take a break and to check the status of the weather around me because I might have to cut this early if the storm is back in full force. What? Oh, okay. Well, hmm. I don't know if I have anyone who can do any damage to this guy. Hmm. I thought, I thought, air would be or flying would be effective, but I guess not. Hmm. Body slam? Nope. Okay, didn't work. Hmm. Well, bug type moves will work against it. Yeah, but I don't have any bug type moves. You know, I'll try switching in. Damn. That's not good. No, I figured. I should have figured. Hmm. Nope, that didn't work. Oh. Hmm. Okay, nope, that didn't work. Big? No, that didn't work either. Hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of running into a problem here, because I don't know. I thought flying would be effective against this guy because of the ground type, but I guess not. I guess dark types are super. I guess darks are not dark type are not weak against. They're super effective against ground or flying. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna need to put a capture with a fighting type move. Hmm. Here, this will be stalemate or not. Hmm. A water type, maybe a water type would work as well. Okay, I'll switch them out. Hmm. Dang it. At least I can defeat this thing. Oh, I guess it's flying type now. But the rain made it flying type? Okay, air cutter again. I need to get, like, my entire team some different moves. Hmm. What I might do if I lose this fight is I might go back to the mall in World 3 and buy a bunch of TMs. I think there's a way you can get I think like as part of the content creator settings for this game, there's like something that'll get you infinite a lot of money. And if I, yeah, I might go back and get a bunch of TMs so I can change my character's moveset because a lot of the moves they did a great job. They do a great job at making the moveset very thematic. to like the different characters, but but also they've because in their dedication to make everything very thematic, there's a lot of moves I'm just not gonna use. Yep. Okay. Okay. How far back did I go? I'm in Diamond City. Okay. Perfect. That's actually good. Hmm. Okay. I need to. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Okay. Let me see if that got me. Hmm. Wait, did I? Let me save here. Let me check options. Hmm. Let me head up here. Okay, there we go. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna take a short break. Gonna take a short break, and when I get back, we're gonna go shopping. Okay. Excuse me. I'm back because it looks like Virgil's. It looks like I'm currently safe from Virgil. So let me go to the TM floor, to the TM store. Simply be too strong. Hmm. Oh, I see. Okay, well, I'm not sure what items they were going to give me there, but it's okay. I've done this to myself. Hmm. I wonder if the green shell does anything to Yoshi. Light screen, reflect, safeguard, snore, protect, frustration, steel wing. Steel wing's pretty good. Hmm. Reflect, safeguard, snore, frustration. Okay, same ones. Is that the only ones I can get? Hmm. Yeah, that's the only TMs I can get, I guess. Well, not really much I can have here then. In that case, let me check my team. And let me rearrange them. So I must need, like, someone with fighting type moves. Hmm. Yeah, I'm assuming I need someone with fighting type moves, which that would be... let me check. Superfly? I guess that would be Superfly would be the best bet. Hmm. Actually, I do want to keep Dry Bones, so... Let me move out Balloon Boot. Well, no, I do also want to keep... Okay, I also want to keep Balloon Boo in. Hmm. Alright. Now, what is everyone's levels here? Okay, I think that's good enough. Let me check to see if there's any TMs I can equip to anyone. Various key items. Oh, TM case. Dig. Well, minion knows dig. It's not that I'm stealing. Yeah, okay. Let me teach this to Blue Yoshi. I'll have it forget Headbutt. Charm, Knockoff, Snarl. Those are kind of the only ones I have right now. Hmm. In which case... let me see if I can use Warp Pipe to... Can't warp to World... Okay, can't warp to World 4 yet, so... Let me just go back to Toad Town. I head straight to World 4 again. Hmm. I'll challenge. Okay. Yeah, I'll challenge. I'll challenge the Cooper Royal Guard here again. Hmm. I'm gonna have to hope that the Dry Bones is weak to fighting type moves. Goombas. I'm gonna go with Goombas again. And he's got four minions. Hmm. So basically, what I need to do is for the captures I want to keep around, I need to get them some better attacks. Hmm. Yeah, I'll need to get them some better attacks. Ah, dang it. Okay, well I can use Air Cutter again. Hmm. Okay, that did a little bit of damage, but nothing to really worry about. And Paratroop is nearly defeated. Ah, dang it. There. Hmm. Let's try and use turn Tailwind, but however blue. Sure, Tailwind. Whips up a turbulent breeze that raises speed. I don't actually think they need that. Hmm. Okay, let me switch out Blue Yoshi with. I'll try out Superfly. Hmm. Let me try Mach Punch. Okay, that might end up being super effective against Superfly because of his fighting type. So I'll actually switch them out for my Lakitu. Hmm. Ah, okay, it missed. I'm fine. Right now, Metal Claw. Okay, let me increase Lakitu's defense whilst I'm waiting for them to attack. Hmm. I don't Rock Throw. I don't think will be effective against. Okay, no, Rock Throw is fine against a Steel type. Or it might be that like a Flying's weakness to Rock type. Maybe Steel actually is strong against Rock type, but it's balanced out by Flying's weakness to Rock type. Yeah, I'll go and use Withdraw again. All right, they're almost beaten. Oh yes, absolutely need to teach Lakitu Fly. Hmm. Okay, yeah, I'll have it forget withdrawal. Hmm. I'll keep out. I'll keep them out. And I think, yeah, this hammer blow is going to be turned into flying type by the rain. Hmm. Yeah, I think the rain is going to turn it. Oh, wait, no, okay, no, never mind. It's not change. I thought it was going to be turned into blue hammer blow, but no. Okay, so now they're about to use dry bones. So now I'll try Superfly. Hmm. Hope this works. Okay, good, it did. Thank goodness.
Oh, you traitor! What? I don't get it. Koopas are undeniably much cooler than Goombas, so how could I lose? Next time you should focus on actually winning. I won't forget this private goop. Next time I'll destroy you, you'll see. I guess you're not so bad, Mario. Here, you could have these as thanks. You could have these, the Goom Boots. Next time we meet, it'll be as sworn enemies again. I won't show any mercy, so you better not either.
Okay, so what are the Goomboots? An item be held by Goombas. These boost strength. Okay, so specifically an item for Goombas. Ah, dang, got caught. Mario's says, gotta go to bed. Good to see Mario siding with the working class. He is a plumber after all, so he knows about the plight of the working class. Or excuse me, he knows about the plight of the everyman. Yeah, have a good night, Marzesco fan. So remember, I'll be back tomorrow. There will be a bonus stream tomorrow. I don't normally stream on Fridays, but I will tomorrow because it'll be a special stream. The treasure chest one shot for D&D Delights. So make sure to come to that stream. There's going to be showing off a bunch of really fun games. Hmm. Well, they're bugging. Okay, that did a bit better. Oh. Hmm. Royal Guard Moral is about to use Parabity. Yeah, let me switch someone out. I'll switch in Dry Bones. Hmm. Oh, it's a whole trio of them. Well, he's dead. Hmm. They're flying type, so... Let me use Nightshade? Ow. What the... Oh, they must be normal in flying. Okay, well, that's two of my captures defeated. I guess I'll send out Lakitu. AC Magna Bomb? Okay, rock. I should have done rock tomb or rock throw actually, but yeah, I should have done rock throw. Hmm. Right.
That was a great battle. Here, you're gonna need these if you ever want to make it into town.
I know that person right there is gonna be They're also gonna challenge Mario to a battle, so I need to heal up my characters. Oh dang, these mushrooms don't really heal much. Well, oh, let me save before I move on. I figured. Okay, Wiggler's gotta be a bug type. I mean, it'd be really weird if Wiggler wasn't a bug type. Right, but hmm. Sound alright, cleft. We've only got. Okay, I'll send out minion. No, I remember these guys from Paper Mario. Yeah, you just dig a hole, minion. Good job. Ah, dang it. Good. Okay, that doesn't do much damage. So yeah, I know I started the stream a little late, but just I won't be able to go a little bit later to make up for it. So this stream will end at 11. But I will play more of this next Thursday. This will basically be the Thursday game until I beat it. And then, like I said, I will actually be back tomorrow with the D&D light stream for the Treasure Chest one shot, and then on Saturday I will be I'm gonna hopefully that'll be the finale of Metal Gear Solid 2. I think I'm getting pretty close to the end of that game. Right. Mm. Oh boy.
Bob, you can't just waltz on into Main Street like that. You gotta pay the toll if you want to go through. Not if you got the purple coins for it or not. It's gonna cost you 425 of them.
Oh no, I do not.
You're not paying, then spam.
Um, freaking Waluigi. Well,
Thanks for so much for taking care of those two ruffians. What a small square could return to being a place of peace and friendship. You deserve a little something extra for your troubles. Purple coins are invaluable here, Main Street. Make sure to use them wisely.
oh, okay, that was actually
Hey there, interested in making it to Main Street without paying that outrageous sum to the guard? Well, I got the deal for you. For 100 purple coins, I'll let you surf across this water here in a Koopa shell. No need for subsequent payments either. You can use as much as you like.
yes, please.
Now then, have fun.
Okay, so this basically replaces Surf. Hmm. This will also be a good chance to get some water captures. Although, you know what, not Skeeter though. Cheap Cheap, that's a good one to get. I feel like Cheap Cheap's gonna be the magic card for this game. Yay. Okay, what it says? Big-lipped fish. Its wing-like fins allows leap out of the water to attack flying or jumping prey. It frequents the water under bridges. Yep. Okay, place the box one. Let me then check to see what I need to do to evolve Cheap Cheap. Because yeah, I get the feeling that Cheap Cheap's like the Magikarp of this game, which means if it has an evolution, that evolution will likely be the Gyarados. Hmm. Up to level 20, then level 30. Okay. Well, I can do that right now. Let me... Okay, and then withdraw. And then let me just level up Cheap Cheap a lot. Hmm. Learn Bite? Yes, you can learn Bite. I'll have them forget Tackle. So let me just take a second. I'm going to level them up to level 30. Bumblebee. Yes. Yeah, I can replace Bubble with Bubble Beam. Hmm. So let's see what its next form... Oh, Sweet Kiss. Okay. Demands a kiss with a cute look may cause confusion. Traps and squeeze... You know, I'll have it forget Clamp. So, what's its first evolution? Well, I probably should have guessed a bigger, angrier fish. Yep. Okay, and let me go ahead and level up to level 30. Yes. Oh, Dive would be a good move to learn. I'll have it forget Sweet Kiss. So level 30 should be its next evolution. Let's remove Amnesia. I don't think they need Amnesia. Hmm. Oh. Okay, that is not the direction I was expecting it to go. Okay, Porcupuff. Baneful Bunker. Wait, is that a move? Baneful Bunker. I have never heard of that move. Protects user and poison foes on contact. I think that might be an original move. I have never heard of that one before. Here, I'll have it forget. Water gun. Can learn before. Yes. Okay, so this one's got to be like water and poison type. So let me check their summaries. Yeah, okay, water and poison type. Makes sense. Hmm. I think we'll just go ahead and run again. Run again. I'm kind of running out of time here. I've only got like 14 minutes left. And I want to save I want to save all my move points for each of my captures attacks for the actual fights I have to do. Oh wait, hold on. There's like a small. Dang, these skeeters, a lot of skeeters out here. Here, let me run and I'll take a look over here. Oh, Shrumblet. Well, I'll go ahead and capture that one. Alright. A small baby purple Goomba-like alien. It takes refuge in your small villages. It attacks by twirling, which is often confused for a friendly dance. So that one's definitely going to evolve into like the Shroob. Oh, I thought there was a bit more to this. Okay. Hmm. Oh, okay, I can go through here. I kind of want to capture the Phanto. I think it's fairy type, so it could be pretty useful. Wait, what? An electric current is running through the... Oh, wait, hold on. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang. If I hit it like once, it's gonna be... Yeah, it's gonna die if it gets hit just once. Hmm. Dang it. Wait, I should have a stronger type of cap on me. Ah, dang it. Hmm. Let me try again. Hmm. None of my captures are low enough level to do any damage with it. To do any damage to this one without killing it in one hit. So, dang it. It does not... Oh, gosh. Dang it. Oh, I missed out on my chance. What the heck is that thing? I actually will kill that thing because this thing creeps me out. This thing is creeping me out. Steel Wing. I'm guessing this is this game's version of Lunatone. Here, I'll use Steel Wing again. So Suma says moon. Damn. Dang, so many skeeters in this water. Okay. What's around? Okay, nothing back here. Maybe there's something up there? Hmm. Well, I don't need a nipper, but I do remember how annoying these nippers were in Yoshi's Island. So you die. Damn. Oh, another ghost mouse. Well, I've already got one of these, so yeah, I don't have that much longer left. I'll see if I can get to a good stopping point before the end of the night. Oh boy. Hey, I don't recognize you. Are you here still at gems I found? Okay, so what is this thing? Steel Wing? What? How can you do psychic things? You don't have any teeth. Oh wait, maybe they're using Yeah, they're using their mind to attack me with fangs. Oh jeez. Okay. Superfly can. Yes. Up the next turn. Yeah, I'll have it forget workup. There's Shy Guy. One more. Yes. Yoshi's a little bit low on damage, or a little bit low on health. Let me use Porkapuff. Hmm. Poison Fang? Okay, well not yeah, it won't be that long now. There we go.
Sorry, I mistook you for a bandit. All right, you win. Here, have some purple coins.
Yeah, but I should actually probably get out of here. Black sludge. Ugh. Hmm. Maybe I can keep going this way? I'd like to reach a Pokemon Center before, a capture center before I have to end the stream. Because some of my guys need a lot of help, right? They really need some healing. Okay, there's another one of them. Dang it. Yay. Okay, so it's dark and fairy. A mask that is found guarding treasure. People seek out areas where it is found, as riches are known to be lurking nearby. And I might use. I'll definitely probably. I'll use that at some point. Dang it. Wait, a toad named Shiitake? Or Shiitake? That's funny. Hmm. I'm a little worried about Blue Yoshi. Let me actually send out Minion. Hmm. Oh dang, I'm running out of time. This fight will probably have to be the last thing I do. Hmm. Rock throw? Hmm. Yeah, it won't be that much longer. This will probably have to be the last thing I do tonight. Ah, dang it. Hmm. Ah, gosh. Dang it. Yeah, things are not looking well for us. Porky Puff? Hmm. Here, I'll use Baneful Bunker. And now dive. Well, at least it'll still be hurt by the poison. I'll go and use dive again. If it's gonna keep using moves that allow it to dodge, then I will sue. Hmm. It should be still be taking damage from the poison. Poison Fang? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I think... Yeah, they've still got Spin Drift. Right. I'll keep out Porcupuff. I don't think I've ever seen that character before. Hmm. Okay, let me try Poison Fang. Yep, that worked. Ah, dang it. I do not need a fuzzy. But I do need my group. Oh gosh, yeah. I really need to get to like a. Let me get to a. Let me get to a center to heal up all my team, and then that'll have to be where I end it. But like a lot of my team is really. A lot of my team is like really. They're heavily injured. I probably should have used the. I really should have used the money I had to buy a bunch of healing items. Now that I think about it. Wow, this just goes back right here. Okay. Hmm. All right. I'm still pretty far from the. Yeah, it looks like I'm pretty far from the next town. So let me get to a good place to stop, and then I'll have to. Yeah, let me get to a good place to stop, and then I'll have to end it there. I might need to go into that cave. Hmm. And yeah, I might need to. Okay, I'll have to save right here. So that'll be it for the stream tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. I might have to go back to a care center and stock up on a bunch of items and heal up my team before I make my way back here. But in the meantime, I'll decide that, figure that out next Thursday. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with a bonus stream. I'll be finally doing the treasure chest one shot for D&D Delights, and on Saturday should be the finale of Metal Gear Solid 2. So make sure you're there for both of those streams because they're both going to be a really they'll both be a really exciting time. We're gonna go raid. Here, we'll go raid Fringe Type. They're playing a survival horror game named Post Trauma right now. So we're gonna go raid. We're gonna go raid them. Make sure you say hello and have a good rest of the night.